Welcome to the Vicious 11 Sports Podcast. I am your guy, Almighty Mac, and today we're talking once again about Derek Carr and him not being a good NFL quarterback. Let's begin. Okay, today we're going to talk about how the Raiders played a formidable opponent, a playoff contender, which is the Kansas City Chiefs. Pat Mahomes and those boys are ready. Okay, that's just what it is. The Raiders are supposed to be kind of like the new wave, the new wave of Raiderism. Raider Nation is getting ready to pop. Brand new stadium, brand new coaching staff, brand new everything, but the same old Derek Carr. So, Derek Carr threw 2 interceptions at critical times in that game. One in the red zone. At that, he threw it right to the damn defender. But the biggest thing of what you have to understand about Derek Carr is he gets everybody caught up in the fact that he is the master of the first quarter. I want to repeat that one more time. He is the master of the first quarter. Okay, after the first quarter, he just drowns out. Okay, so this entire season, let's just pay attention. So in the first quarter, Derek Carr is 16 for 23. Okay, he's got over 170 yards just in the first quarter, and both of his touchdowns this year have both come in the first quarter, preferably the first couple of drives. That's when he's his best. That's when he's his most efficient. That is when he is his most productive, is only within the first 3 drives and the first quarter. Okay, second quarter, he's somewhat solid, but he starts to fade out. So we look at his completion percentage. Okay, first quarter, he's 47.8. He's almost 50%. Okay, he doesn't get sacked a lot. So we can't say him making bad decisions and not performing right is the offensive line not blocking. This is not an Andy Luck situation. This kid is protected well. They have spent a lot of money on that offensive line, and those guys are huge and they are brutes. But let's go back and look at this. Derek Carr doesn't get sacked. So, second quarter, he's at 33.3%. Oh yeah, it starts going down. Okay? Now, third quarter, he drops to a whopping 18.2%. He starts to make up ground in the fourth quarter with 33.3%. But if you're paying attention, he just drowns out. So total yards, okay? So he's thrown for over 170 yards in the first quarter, okay? 147 in the second. In the third quarter, this kid only has 42 yards passing in the third quarters this season. Fourth quarter, he has 98 yards, so he starts to try to make up ground. What I'm telling you is, in the beginning of the game, you can see he shows all of his flashes of greatness before the defense settles into what he actually does. So, by the third quarter, they're on to it. This is where other real star quarterbacks shine, like as in Tom Brady, the Peyton Mannings. I mean, we can even say Andy Luck, the Russell Wilsons, and those type of quarterbacks. Where we're starting to see Deshaun Watson, these type of quarterbacks who can perform when the chips are on the line. We're watching when the defense is keen on your offense now. So you have to make crisp passes. You have to the ball has to fit into just tremendously tight windows. Okay? And we're watching that right now. Anytime basically in his entire 5-year career now, has Derek Carr came up when it was time? Let's just pay attention. I mean, they played the Broncos the first game of the season, which was the Broncos. We don't know what they were going to look like. They got Joe Flacco. He hasn't been there long enough to really adopt the whole scheme of the Broncos. So we'll give them another year. Raiders, y'all beat up on them. But then you play the team that is the big dogs in your division, next to the big bad Patriots. And it's a playoff contender for sure. Pat Mahomes and the boys will be in the playoffs. You're going to have to play them. Y'all got stomped. Derek Carr didn't make it out the first quarter. After the first quarter, he drowned completely out, basically after the first drive. Once those 10 points were on the board, they got the first touchdown, they got the field goal, it was over. He never performed again. And everyone saw that. So when we're talking about a great quarterback, he doesn't deserve none of the money he has as far as in that contract. We're not going to keep going on with it. But like I said before, Derek Carr is an overrated quarterback, overpaid quarterback, and he's not good. Just pay attention. After his first drives, he drowns out. After the first quarter, he's gone. So Almighty Mac, Baby Vicious 11 Sports. Go ahead, hit that like button. Go ahead, subscribe. Go ahead, go to the website. Go ahead and send me an email. Man, let's talk. You want to come on the show? We can sit back and have a conversation. Man, let's build, baby. Let's build and take over. Boy, you be vicious or you be a victim. Vicious 11 Sports, baby. I'm out.